What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yes, smooth groove. So what's up, y'all? We on Music Engineering 101. You know what I'm saying? How to start up your own home studio. A lot of y'all young folks like to rap and shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is a couple of tips on how to start your own studio. I mean, it's easy. All up under $300. Today, some of my guests are gonna tell you how to start their own studio. They're very, 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 very great at their craft. I got two guests coming on up, and what I just really wanted to talk to you guys about, if you're like into music and you're rapping, it's best that you know what I'm saying. You have your own. Well, you have your own studio. You know what I'm saying. So give me a minute, and we'll be right there. Oh yeah, we got some famous producers coming up on my panel today, man. I'm so motherfucking happy because I really look up to these two brothers right here. I think they are so damn cool. I have worked with both of them, and I'm just waiting on them. Y'all hit that link if you want to come on up. Hit that link on StreamYard up under the comments, and I'm bring y'all in. Just hit that link, follow the instructions, and come on in. Oh, you got to hit that link in the comments to come on up.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit the link now.
Okay.
I'm trying to hit the link now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, y'all. We got some people coming up on the motherfucking panel. They're trying to hit the link and get in.
How's it going? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you a little bit.
Okay, hold on. What about now?
Oh yeah, it's better.
Oh yeah, I hit to turn my focus right up.
Okay.
What up, Mike? How are you?
All right.
Won't you introduce yourself to everyone?
My name is Sire from Sire Studios 854.
Okay. Okay. And how long have you been doing this?
Man, I was like 16 over 30 years.
And within these 16 to 30 years, what's the ups about this business?
Oh,
Did you
excuse
have, yeah,
me.
what's the ups and downs? Tell the young folks what's the up and downs is about this music engineering 101.
The, I don't. The ups is the ups and downs are always people. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
dealing with people, customer service. So, sometimes you may deal with them on a good day, sometimes you may deal with them on a bad day. And just like everybody else, when you're having a bad day, it, carries on to everything you got going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And doing this, could you tell them if it's a young artist out there, could you tell them how important it is to have their own? Is that important, or should they just
Have their
not
own what?
their own studio? When they're like an artist, trying to come up, should they have their own studio? Or should they just keep going to other studios and people producing them? Should
When
they
you, when you say have their own, you mean like someone that they
like a
deal with all the
startup?
time,
Yeah. Um,
actually, or
should
actually,
they
building themselves a studio?
trying to establish building themselves, a home studio or something.
Okay. Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, I would suggest anybody get their own. It's I mean, that's why after, because in like what, 2000, shit, I had stopped, dealing with all the recording and stuff. And then one of my boys walked in the house with some music. And I'm like, who is that? He's like, that's
Hmm.
Memphis. So I
Hmm.
went and got all this stuff again because I'm like, shit, I ain't finna let nobody, I ain't finna spend all my money just messing it up because I know what they gonna do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff so they
Mm-hmm.
can mess around their home. Hold on one second.
No, take your time. Take your time.
Hey, Google,
This Luna beat
turn the studio up to
hit
the
the
color
link.
green.
Hit that link above your no, I'm telling the other producer to
Sorry,
hit
it
that
looks
link.
like the speakers isn't available right now.
You gotta hit that link above your text, above your chat. This Luna beat, hit that link that say hit this link. Just hit that link that say it says hit the link. Yeah. What else you was saying, Mike? I love your setup.
How's it going?
Everything been good. Everything been good. Everything been good. Can you tell us the downfalls about this business?
The downfall? Well,
Yeah, yeah. What could be somebody's downfall?
being an engineer, well, being an engineer for profit, I mean, it's a lot of downfalls. I mean, sometimes,
You say what?
well, sometimes it may have sometimes you may have a good day, a lot of recordings, and some days you might have one or two. So you gotta take the good with the bad.
Okay, okay. And in your years of recording, how many people have you produced?
Say it again.
How many people have you recorded in the engineering game? Just
How
off the
many
top of
people
your
have
head.
I recorded?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, we can just look at this. Now, this particular area is right here. I mean, here,
Mm-hmm.
this. Hey Google, trying to see anything that's bright white. I mean, this just a door with just some of it. Let me see. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
This just some of the people that done been in here.
Mm.
They signed everything. The
Big Unc
wall,
name still up there. Big Unc name still up there.
huh?
Show me Big Unc. Show me Unc name. Big Unc. Yeah. I think he kicked himself out. Yeah, y'all. This music engineering 101. What up, Mike?
I'm trying to log in. It keep giving me an error message. What do I need to log in on the? Get in my username and then it say enter studio.
Oh, in the studio.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm in.
You got it? Cause
Yeah,
I.
just me. Yeah, I'm looking at you now.
Okay. Okay. Hit that link.
I'm backstage. It says you're backstage. Only the host can see you. The host may add you.
I got you.
Well,
Uh huh.
Oh boy,
Yeah. I got both of y'all now. I got both of y'all in here. Luna, you gotta take your junk off mute.
hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
so
Y'all
what you
welcome.
like?
Y'all welcome to smoke. Y'all welcome to drink on the show. Whatever y'all
You
got,
know
get
what this is,
comfortable.
right?
I
Look
know
at
who
this.
both of
Who that
y'all
say?
are.
I
see you,
Yeah,
Saya.
that's Saya.
I know who you is.
Saya, show him the improvements you did.
Oh yeah, I'm always doing something.
I see him.
Yeah, you know,
Hey,
man.
Saya,
What's
I
up with?
see you, my guy.
I'm trying my best, man.
Yeah, y'all see how
Now
I
you
do,
already
man.
have you. Hey, you built 854 from the ground up, man. I can witness that, man. You hear me?
Thank you, man. I'm trying still building.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, Luna, tell him who you with.
Yeah.
Tell him who you with. Tell
Hey,
him the
man,
name of
listen,
your
man.
production.
This your boy. This your boy. This a Luna beat, man. 1030 Productions, man. You hear me? GPC Music Group, man. You hear me? Just I'm in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is, man.
There
All
you
right,
go.
y'all. Yeah, hey y'all, these two right here are legendary, man. They done work with some of the best. They got nice quality studios. I ain't talking about no cheap ass shit either. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about these two right here build that shit from the ground up. They build studios from the ground up, and when they get through, you gonna be straight. And they produce good things. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So the questions I got for y'all, man, what these young folks got for y'all, they want to know what it takes, what it takes to get in the game, what it takes to
Hard,
make it in the
Uh,
game.
hard and money.
Okay.
get in the game. Okay. What it takes to get in the game, man? It takes consistency, man. One thing you got to understand about this music industry, man. Everybody trying to get in the music industry. Okay.
Okay.
It's about how much you're gonna invest in your craft. If you feel
Okay.
like you the next big thing, then you have to be able to invest in yourself. You can't
Okay.
think that some of the younger artists' mindset be, I'm bumping, so I shouldn't have to pay for studio time. I should have to pay. You should be lucky to have me in your studio.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just a mindset of the young generation today, to where they actually think that
They privilege.
uh
Somebody owe them
it's
something.
a privilege, they a privilege to have them in the studio.
This what y'all gotta go through with new young people rapping that ain't even became artists that
Uh,
just trying to get their foot in the game. They're feeling like that they're privileged. They shouldn't have to pay all the way. Give me the hook up.
Now,
Damn, I'm bumping. Why
I'm
you
gonna tell you
charging
something.
me? Y'all gotta go through that type of stuff.
I'm gonna tell you what I would have told
shit,
you. I ain't lunatic. I'm gonna tell you something I went through, man, that I never thought I'd ever go through with all these people's names on the wall and shit.
yeah,
Man, man, these people really, really let that. Hey, if let's say me and you went to it and I see your name up there, man, these folks really give me. They like, oh man, he been. Oh no, no, no. I'm like, damn, you should look at it as experience. This guy got experience versus, you know what I mean, man. These folks crazy, man.
Yeah.
but you know what? I look at it. I look at it this way, and all I can say is this right here. I've been rapping since I was 13 years old, man. Uh,
Mhm.
just matter of fact, I just uh released released my mixtape, man. You hear me? Laugh now,
Mhm.
cry later, man. You hear me?
Uh huh.
So it's free for
Yeah.
download. You can go to my YouTube page. You can download it. It's on mymixtape.com. I just released it New Year's. Um, it just I've been an artist. I was an artist for 30 years. I
Right.
was signed Mochetta Mobs. I was signed to DJ Squeaky. Matter of fact, I'm still signed to DJ Squeaky at the moment.
Mhm.
Uh, but I started my own company. I started my own record label. And like I said, from scratch, as being an artist, now I'm on the other side of the spectrum of being a producer. And
Uh-huh.
what it is that a lot of artists feel that they don't have to pay, like engineering. Engineering is a craft. If you find a
Mhm.
good engineer, then you need to stick with them. You hear me? So if
Yeah.
they engineer charge $20, $30, $40,
Mm-hmm.
whatever they charge, you can't tell nobody, you know what I'm saying, the charge what they whatever they charge. But me, I put too much work in my craft. You know what I'm saying? I put too much work in my craft. I invest too much money in my in my in my system.
Uh-huh.
So, if I want a certain type of sound, I want a certain type of, even when I'm making a beat, if I want a certain type of feel, I'm gonna put that feel in it. Young
Okay.
guys need to understand you need to pay your engineer. Pay your engineer. And if he do a good job, tip your engineer, because guess what? Your engineer is your sound. Whether you like it or not, you can rap how you want to, but if I make that shit sound presentable, and put it like this here, you can rap it, but it's the engineer job to bring the story out.
Okay.
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
me as an engineer, me as a producer. See, first of all, know the difference. The
Okay.
difference between an engineer and a producer. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
some people are just an engineer. They just record. That's all they know how to do. A producer produces. That means I can take something that you give me and make a paint a picture with it.
Okay.
That's good engineering. Okay, it's a
Uh-huh.
lot of good engineers in the city of Memphis, but when you find that one with that sound, you will know who got that sound, because I ain't gonna say everybody will flock to them, but you will start seeing projects done by those engineers. You feel what I'm saying? Shouts out to engineers like producers like Young Swag, who give good
Mm-hmm.
advice. Shouts out to Sweat the Track, LC and Chicken.
Yeah.
Shouts out to DJ Squeaky for teaching me how to produce. You hear me? Artists need to understand that. Find you a studio. Quit jumping from studio to studio, cause you're
That's
not
the
gonna
that's
find
the
your
one
voice.
mistake. Mm-hmm.
Listen, my whole thing is this right here. They turn around and they find a studio, just say $50 an hour. That's too much for them. So get what they do
Hmm.
then? They go find
What?
somebody else at $40 an hour. That's too much for them. So get what they do? It's a
What
nigga in
they
the
do?
back closet, charge $25 an hour, go ahead, you rapping out of the closet, and really don't know what the fuck he doing. But you'll pay him $25 an hour. But
he
then
ain't
you
gonna
you want to
he
hear some
ain't
real
gonna
shit?
have no drop. He ain't gonna have none in
Listen,
them.
listen. Hear me out. If you fuck around and get an engineer
Mm-hmm.
that, first of all, no matter what the setup look like, does he put passion in his work? You know how you got an engineer put passion in his work? Because when
How
you
can you
ask him
tell?
a question, if you ask him a question, he gonna be able to answer it and show you the how he got there. So
Okay.
if you say, man,
Okay.
I want to sound like Rod Wave, you know, say, okay, first of all, first question I'm gonna ask you, can you hold a note? Because Rod Wave can hold a note.
Okay.
Auto
Uh-huh.
tunes can't auto tunes can only help you so much.
It can't save everybody.
It can't save everybody. I'm sorry, man. You hear me? I try. I get close. I try. I say, I try, baby.
Saya, can
But
auto
hey,
tune save
I can
everybody,
only
Saya?
do I can only do so much.
It
I
ain't
can
helping.
only do so much. I can only do so much when it comes to creative control, creative development. Like,
Okay.
I got a motto. If I got a motto as an engineer, if I give you producer's advice and you tell me you shy away from it,
Yeah.
guess what?
What?
I'm back to being the engineer.
Oh
I
man.
ain't gonna say I can't say nothing about your song no more because you refuse to listen to logic. Not I because I
Mm-hmm.
know everything. I know logic.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't book the engineer, whether you book me, whether you book Saya, whether you book whoever, you wouldn't
Uh-huh.
book us if you didn't think we know what we was doing. A lot of
So you came
engineers
you
don't know
came
their work.
for a reason.
Thank you. But a lot of them come for a reason and get mad when they be in there freestyling. You want to hear some crazy shit? Motherfucker book an hour and expect for you to do an hour and a half because they freestyle the whole hour. Now they want you to pre-mix it, put some drops in it. That's gonna take you to an hour and a half.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
No, pay me for an hour and a half. Stop rushing the engineer because you rush the engineer, you're gonna get sloppy work. I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? If you book an hour, I promise you I'm recording as fast as I can.
Okay.
But if you punch in every line, that takes time. Especially if you line it up right and you able to blend right and have them sounding like they never punched in at all. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man,
is that a PlayStation cup?
Been working on?
Let me have that cup, man. I'm coming over there. Man, I'm coming over there. Pick that cup up. Man, I'm coming over there and pick that cup up and pick that CD up. Damn!
Y'all see that?
Where you get that from? Where you get that from? That's a Christmas present.
I got that from my kids.
Man, that whole hard.
They know. I got that from my kids for Christmas, man.
Man, that whole hard. I swear it is. Hey, y'all got questions in the comments. The first question is, do they produce singers?
Yeah, I do R&B singles as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's Lala Bang Bang. She said, do y'all produce singers? They said, yeah. Okay. Another little young artist said, to a younger artist, what is some advice you would give them?
Like I said, find your sound, find your studio that fits your sound. Work with that studio to make your sound better.
Okay.
Stop jumping from studio to studio.
Okay. All right. Another question is, what are y'all prices?
I'm $50 an hour. If you book 3 hours with me, it's $125. Like I said, 3 hours for $125. We can get a lot done in 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but that's just, they're my prices. I can't speak for nobody else's price. Si, what you charging now?
I charge 25.
Man, hey, Si, you do too much good work, man. Up that price, man. Know your work, bro.
I know. Hey,
Saya got high tech. Saya got some. Hey, Saya got some.
You put too much in your studio, Saya. You put too much in your studio. Let me tell you. I'm gonna explain something to you. I'm gonna tell you what be the thing. You charge over $25 an hour. Here go a nigga that freestyle for an hour and a half, and he freestyle for a whole hour and a half, and you turn around and you mix it. So now you're at the 2 hour mark. So you just spent 2 hours on one song for $25.
No,
now, I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you that. I mean,
no. That ain't the way it works.
Yeah.
However many hours they do, that's how many hours they pay for. If they do an hour, they pay an hour. If they do, when they walk in here, I got a timer come up on their screen with them. So when they walk out of here, when they get ready to ask me what I owe them, I stop that timer and it show them how many hours they've been here. And then that's when they pay me.
On the average, how long does it take for them to record at your studio?
Well, it just depends. Some people walk in and walk out. Man, I know one dude, goddamn, he walk in here, goddamn, in an hour, he'll do 2 songs and want to try to get them mixed, and I tell him it don't work like that. He gonna have to set up an hour. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to set up an hour to sit down and mix. Because I get paid for my time. If they spend all their time recording, then they don't get mixed.
And that's my whole thing too, because they people think that mixing a pre-mix is included with your recording. People don't understand that what's a pre-mix is. And you know what the younger generation they got this confused. So let me clear this up.
What the younger generation get fucked up?
Chops is not mixing. Stop calling chops mixing because they get it confused. He's like, I know you're gonna mix that joint. I'm like, mix? What are you talking about? Don't bring the beat out. That's chopping.
Right.
Stop confusing chops with mix. Now, what I'm saying that for is just say this right here. If you got an hour and you know it takes you 45 minutes to record a one verse song with two choruses, then you know you have at least leave enough time for the engineer to at least get you right with the vocals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all want to rap all the way up to the hour and then
I did want you to mix it for free. Oh no, it don't work like that.
It don't work like that. Now,
man, look, I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, I got into it with a dude. I got my dude pulled up at my house, but he gonna tell me, goddamn, he said, "Hey man, I need to get these songs mixed." I said, "Well, you need to call me and schedule a mixing session then." You know what I mean? He's like, "Well, shit, man, when I was recording them, you should have been mixing them." I said, "Well, I was mixing them as long as I could until you said, okay, let's go to the next one. When you say that, then that song done. You know what I mean? I can't go back to it and you done jump to the next song. So now you do this and you done got on your third song. And then he done and 3 hours up. Now he like, hold on, man, hold on. I'm like, hold on, what? He's like, you gonna mix him? I'm like, shit, you gonna have to set up some more time for that, man. You mixed out, you spent all your time recording. He like, man, but no, that shit ain't cool, man. You gotta mix it. I'm like, so my time free? No, I paid you for your time. Okay, you paid for your time. Now you want more time? Pay for that time too. You know what I mean? I have to explain to you.
Luna, how you would have handled it?
Hey, I don't go through that problem because I'm gonna tell you why I don't go through that problem. This ain't me trying to tell Saya how to run his business. But Saya, you'll eliminate all them problems if you up your price for what you worth, my guy. That's all I'm saying. You worth $50 an hour, my guy. They'll stop booking. You will weed out the bullshit people. I had to do that, my guy. I don't do bullshit people in my studio. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I'm here to work. Let's work. All the rolling blunts, got the 2 hoes, got to pick up 5 niggas from South Memphis, drop 2 niggas off in North Memphis, and be 30 minutes late. I don't play that shit. If you book a 8 to 11, I would expect for you to be in my driveway at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock.
Your time start at 8 to 11. Guess what? 30 minutes late. I'm gonna tell you right here before you can go any further, before you get comfortable, my guy. You eating that 30 minutes or you can roll. It's simple as that. Because a lot of people think you booking the building. You're not booking the building.
You booking the engineer. Right.
You booking me. I'm in front of the computer. I'm ready to roll.
Right. Yeah. They don't get that shit. Hey, but you know what? I already stopped that. Everybody that done did that and ain't changed. Oh, it's a $5. It's every hour that they want to book. They gotta see. I got this shit on Facebook and everything. You can book it. You can book my book sessions however you like. And when you book 2 hours, you're gonna pay 10 off the top. So if you don't make it, that 10 just went toward the studio fees. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but see, Saya, that's cool, and that's how you stop motherfucker from playing with your studio. But I don't even take the party. Your word is your bond. So if you book with me and you cancel, and maybe I let the first one slide. You book with me again, and you fuck up. You ain't getting booked no more. Man, hey, listen, I'm gonna play something to you, my guy. Either I'm always working on a project, or I'm always doing mixing, mastering, working on a soundtrack. I'm doing something. You hear me? Not the. I stay busy. So when you schedule a time with me and we get some work done, let's get some work done. You hear me? I don't want to smoke blunts with you, my guy. I want to record you, get you hyped. You know what I'm saying? I want you to buy some beats. You know what I'm saying? Buy some beats, man. You hear me?
Yeah, y'all. They sell beats too.
You know what I'm saying? That's so.
Hey, Hey, did Luna, you had got a comment in. He said, "Man, I'm feeling you." He said, "I'm listening to y'all. I feel y'all." That's a youngin. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
youngin. Yeah.
yeah. It just an understanding. Like, if you know you want to make a mixtape, then make a mixtape with somebody that gets your sound, that can bring your sound out. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of engineers push buttons and they don't understand frequency. People don't, it's a lot of shit that go into not just recording it, leveling it off, chopping it. No, it goes deeper when you're dealing with R&B artists. It goes deeper when you're dealing with reggae artists. It goes deeper when you're dealing with rock artists. Everybody has to be recorded different. And if you don't know how to do it, then you'll get somebody in your studio be like, "No, man, I'm good. I ain't gonna even record." You know why? Because they ain't feeling the vibe.
Right.
The engineer don't know what he doing. He asking questions that the engineer damn near can't answer.
Can't answer. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just better you keep learning. I'm still learning. I'm always learning. I swear to God, I'm always learning.
And when you
I'm
get
not
too old
too
to
big.
learn, you might as well roll over and die.
Man, listen, I'm not too big to learn from anybody that's willing to teach me how to become better. You hear me? I have recorded for a lot of artists. A lot of songs you hear right now in the couple, like two on the radio. That was my work. I got a song on indie radio that's number 3 on their playlist for like 3 months. I produced it. You hear me? So I take pride in my work. I don't want the bullshit. You bumping 4 of the songs I did for you in your car. Put that shit out. Man, it's so easy to make money now. Let's get some money.
I'm telling you, that's all it
Yeah.
about is money, man.
When y'all producing artists, or let's say y'all producing an up and coming artist, right? What are y'all dreaming for them? Like, man, I think this the one. I think this the one. If they do this shit right, I think this the one. I'm talking about when I say when if they do this shit right, I mean by marketing it. Like after they leave your studio, do they, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They gotta get registered. They gotta get registered through BMI. Like tell them the steps they gotta do to be a legal a real artist, not just saying they rapping, not just some damn closet
Quit
rapper
losing
that
these
ain't got
street
no
YouTube.
streams and stuff.
Quit losing
Tell
these
them how
street
can they,
YouTube beats.
you know, tell them how can they become, what steps they got to do after they drop
Well,
they after they drop their songs in y'all studio. What they got to do after that?
I would say the first
uh,
thing to do is after they drop it. Well, before they drop it, it should already be registered.
More likely, it's not gonna be registered. They don't know. They don't
yeah,
know.
they
Like
don't know.
like
They don't
like
know.
like a
They
hundred
just
of
think
them.
it's
Like
rap.
if you get 200 people come to your goddamn studio, 160 of them is not gonna be registered.
They
And
don't, they
as
don't
it
know
looking
nothing
like
about
in
it.
this,
Cause I say that to them and they be like, yeah, yeah. I said, so what you know about it? They say, oh, what you mean? That's how I know they don't. Nobody really know. But hey, one thing about it though, hey, registration paperwork is key. Cause one thing about it, man, everybody ain't for you. Everybody that say they for you ain't for you. Somebody heard that and want
Listen,
it, hey, you go.
listen, I have had music uh, stolen from me. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
But as I'm
oh,
mad about it, did I fuss about it? No, because I'm gonna tell you why I didn't fuss about it. One thing about me is if I can create that song, I can create 10 more. You hear me? So my whole thing is this right here, is that once you go in the studio, and they be bumping. There's some young
mhm.
talent out here that's bumping, but I'm gonna tell you what be the problem with them. They won't listen.
What?
They don't
They
listen.
won't listen.
So can I?
Listen. This a young artist coming up. He wanna ask y'all a question.
Yeah, like I want some constructive criticism on this song. Like good, bad. I just want to hear what y'all think about my song.
Oh,
Give me a
okay,
second.
go
Here
ahead.
you go.
Maximum volume.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
I got some problems with niggas, they hating, they faking, they think that I own shit. No, I'm protected by God, got a cross on my chest, but I still gotta keep it stick. She said she tryna be friends with her, touch she want me, knowing damn well I got a bitch. I put in time and hard work just to get where I'm at, and a nigga can't tell me shit. They scream remember this, they scream remember that, but this you go right to the end of quick. I'm blowing at the good distance until I got flavors, I'm fly like I'm Peter Pan. Look at the me, know they see that I'm grinding, stay focused, I'll never quit. Niggas, they plotting on me, but nah, I ain't worried, I'm stepping these libertines. Yeah, I'm on yellows, I punch for designer, I just got some drip from my sister kids. I just got some drip from my brother kids. Rock a hat every day, but I'm kinda lit. Make a play with my back, hit the sack still. Blowing sides, I know I get the packs in. I'm an eagle, I know I gotta win. I'm rocking be loud, I don't got friends. Count money, I'm talking to dead man. I wake up every morning, I get a 10. Yeah, I heard a little talking, now mention to me. Yeah, I'm getting high, GG4 in the league. My cash running up and I'm feeling the Greek. And my niggas on hoe, yeah, I help them believe. I creep in the night with a thief in the streets, 100 the burn just like Uber. I got some problems with niggas, they hating, they faking, they think that I own shit. No, I'm protected by God, got a cross on my chest, but I still gotta keep it stick. She said she tryna be friends with her, touch she want me, knowing damn well I got a bitch. I put in time and hard work just to get where I'm at, and a nigga can't tell me shit. They screaming metal this, they screaming metal that, but this you gon' right to the end of quick. I'm blowing indica distance until I got flavors, I'm fly like I'm Peter Pan. Lookers and look up to me, know they see that I'm grinding, stay focused, don't never quit. Niggas, they plotting on me, but nah, I ain't worried, I'm stepping these libertines.
Okay.
Like, how
All
can
right,
like
all
how can I
right.
fix my
This you
sound and
go
shit?
first. This you go first.
You said what's the question now?
Oh nah, what you think about that joint?
Uh, First of all, I think did you buy that? Did you buy the beat?
Yeah, to be mine.
So you bought it from Slim Dog.
For Slim Dog, yep, I spent the money for it. What it was like
You
two
so
hundred
you
fifty
did you
dollars for the exclusive. I mean, not
did
the exclusive, the lease.
he wanted $50 for the lease, right?
Nah, 200.
For the lease,
Mm-hmm.
you gave him $250 for the lease.
I gave him 250 for that motherfucker.
The lease or exclusive rights,
The lease.
you got fucked. Listen, if don't never pay $250 for a lease. If you go back and read your contract, you probably ain't got about 100,000, maybe 100,000 strings attached to that.
Right.
You could have bought 3 beats for me for that much, my guy.
Right.
And the reason why y'all run the Chase, and man, I fuck with Chase and Slim Dog. Chase run it up, man. They from Germantown. That's Memphis homegrown producers, beat makers. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is that a lease shouldn't cost no more than $50.
Alicia,
Right.
what say it again?
It shouldn't cost no more than $50.
$50. And what you think the exclusive supposed to be? Because I got a
250.
homeboy who would give me
The
exclusive for
exclusive,
100.
the exclusive, I charge the exclusive supposed to be around the range of what the producer is, I mean, the beat maker is worth.
Right.
Like when you're dealing with Slim Dog, $250 for the exclusive is pretty good because he probably gonna charge you $700 for the unlimited exclusive. See,
Right.
you got to know the difference. If you lease a beat, you don't after so many. If that song blow up, just say yo
Right.
look for that. Just say if it do 500,000 streams in your contract, if you read the fine print, you probably only have 100,000 streams, one radio station,
Right.
one video in your contract, right?
Right.
So let me ask you a question. Think logically now. If that song blow up 500,000 units, that means that once it reaches past 100,000, then now you have to give Slim Dog royalties.
I gotta get him the money off the song.
No, you got to give him royalties. Y'all got to come up with a percentage, and it's probably already in your contract. You just ain't seen it.
Right.
So he might get 30% of your royalties. He
Right.
still own the publishing. It's his beat. He
Right.
don't sell his publishing unless you buy the unlimited exclusive rights.
Right.
Okay, so $250 for a lease beat is too much. Not knocking Slim Dog. I want to get $250 for a lease beat, but I don't sell lease beats. And the reason why I don't sell lease beats is because I don't have time to keep up with royalties from your song. You keep your royalties. I want you to get paid off. If it blow up, guess what? we both blow up because I produced it. If you get signed off of it, guess what? The record company got to come see me now for publishing. So you got to understand, try to find you beats that fit your style in your price range. Because if you buy a Chase or a Flim Dog beat and a nigga don't record you right, you wasted your money.
Right.
So now, where did you record that at?
Track Nation.
Pretty much, they're pretty good. But they got auto-tune on you. They did a good job with the, I can't hear it that good for us through the phone, but
No,
for the
yeah.
most part, they got you hitting the pockets right. So
Right.
shouts out to Track Nation. See, I don't knock no other engineer or producer. I don't knock them. Man, it's money to
You sure
everybody
don't.
rapping.
You sure don't do
Everybody
that
rapping.
shit.
I don't,
I
I
know
don't,
you
I don't
personally.
like
You
that.
don't do no shit like that.
I ain't got time to be hating on no nigga and doing all that because I got too much shit I'm working on over here. You hear me? They be worried about what another nigga doing. You wouldn't be surprised how many niggas come to different niggas studios and be like, man, I don't fuck with that nigga no more. No, you don't fuck with me no more because you can't say it's about the quality because you can't say that. Because if that was the case, then nobody all these big artists wouldn't be in my studio.
Right.
If I didn't have the quality, so basically you don't want to pay my price. And if you don't want to pay my price, bye-bye. But guess what? Don't bring me that bullshit talking about mixing and mastering that shit when you got that shit done for $15 an hour. Not knocking on nigga, but then you want me to clean it up. It don't work that way. Just do the shit right. But
Right.
listen, for the most part, the song good, my guy. I like that joint, man. You hear me? I
Appreciate
think you need to put some more. You need to put more emotions in your songs, though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna sing and use auto tunes, use that bitch to the best of your ability, my guy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you start sounding bland, and what I mean by bland, like everybody else that do auto tune,
Mm-hmm.
then you ain't gonna be able to sell
I ain't gonna
that.
be able to stand out.
You gotta stand out. And sometimes see what I'm trying to tell you is the difference between an engineer and a producer. See, what you got at Track Nation was probably an engineer. He recorded you. He recorded you. Probably didn't give you no feedback on the song. He just did what you wanted to hear.
Type shit, yeah.
Thank you.
You right. You right.
So find your engineer that's a producer that has produced different types of songs for different types of people, and find that person, and they'll help you create that sound that you're looking for.
Yeah, see, the person who recorded that, he done made songs for Action Pack, Block Boy, Big 30 and them and shit. So
Yeah,
the
but
dude
see,
who
listen,
recorded the shit, he
listen, that's
decent.
what I'm saying. So he got the credits, don't get me wrong. But what I'm trying to tell you is the difference between some Track Nation, they do a lot of business with a lot of artists, and they good at what they do. Shouts out to Track Nation. But I'm saying Track Nation sound might not be for you.
Right.
You might need to find you another sound. See, every engineer don't have the same sound. Y'all gotta understand that. Me, I
It
can
might be
record that
another
same song.
engineer popping up there that'll make you sound better.
Like, I'll give you a prime example. I can record that same song, and Saya can record that same song. We're gonna have two different outcomes.
Right.
Because Saya produced his sound the way he heard his sound. It's called a producer's ear. His producer's ear might be
Right.
different from mine.
Don't always be
And
different.
his shine might be Rod Wave and NBA Youngboy type of music. My strong suit might be trap.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you coming to sing, and all my ear is listening for is trap. Then
Right.
how can I help mold your song into how you want it?
You're right.
You as a producer, you have to open your ears up. As an engineer, you have to be able to open your mind up to get the song at least 90% of the way that the artist hears it in their head. If you can't do that, get the fuck out the game, man. Cause you're gonna be the laughing stock of the engineering community.
Right.
They don't want to
Hey,
fuck with you.
did you ask for any feedback while you were doing it, or did you just go in there, do it, and then let them?
You know how a person be like, what this shit sound like what this shit sound like. I'm coming like
Yeah.
that just to see how a motherfucker feel about it. Cause I just don't
Right.
want to. I want a motherfucker to tell me this shit whack. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. You
I,
want
Like I
I,
want to hear
input.
shit
No,
like
you
that.
what you wanted is input.
But really, though, Bing, check this out. They can't tell you that over this stream because they'll have to hear that
In
personally.
person, right,
Like
right,
you'll have to send that shit to them because
right.
it's like frequencies and waves and this shit. They can't hear
Mm-hmm.
that
yeah.
shit right. This shit sound distorted right now. You know
Right.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because
From a real producer
first off,
ear.
you are playing it straight through. We are playing it through phones.
Right.
Yeah. I know it might, but track, like I said, I have seen Track Nation's work, and I don't think Track Nation will put their name on something and not have it right. You hear me? Not that's all I'm saying. You hear me?
Yeah.
So shouts out to Track Nation. But what I'm saying is, as far as you as an artist, like I said, I just told you the truth about the leasing of the beat. I'm
Right.
gonna get it to you raw. I gotta get it to you raw because if I be real with you about your career, then who the fuck is? I am not attaching my name to nothing that looks like it's gonna be not your best effort. And I done had some whack rappers come through here, bro. I'm sorry. They get mad. I lose a lot of clientele because of honesty. I'm sorry.
Hey, I appreciate the honesty, and I
Man,
appreciate, you know what I'm
but
saying, you
guess what
giving me
though?
some
But
game. I'm
guess what though?
listening, cause I
Guess what though?
feel like
It
there was too much for a least beat, but like shit, I, I was having it, so I'm
Well,
like,
it
fuck that
would be
listen,
shit.
in
listen.
I'm
Did
finna
what
get
you
that
do. Did what
motherfucker.
you do. Did what you do. Did what you do. Cause I see what type of beat you picked out. See Saya and see me. Go check out some of Saya beats. Come check out some of my beats. Find you. You know, I don't think I ain't at $250 for exclusive rights. I mean lease. So you ain't gotta worry about me fucking you out of that much, all right? You know what I'm saying? But I do charge $125 a beat, and I give you all the royalties. That's my exclusive rights price at the moment. But when these projects I worked on for all 21 come out in 22 first quarter, maybe I'll go up then. But right now, I'm at 125 a beat, and if you buy 2 beats, it's 200, 100 a piece. So that's exactly what I had a Christmas special 2 for 150 last week. But that's on whoever. And so I know Saya, you make beats too, don't you?
Yeah. But
Yeah. So
I
check
got
out.
beats. I got
Yeah.
I got so many beats.
Yeah. Maybe Saya lease. I don't lease. I never lease. I ain't never leased a beat. I got contracts. I got contracts. And when I say contracts, I got contracts.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
actually got
Real shit. They
I'm gonna
real
keep it a
shit up
hundred. I'm gonna
here.
keep it 100. That's the only Slim Dog beat I got. Cause shit, I'm like shit. I just paid 250 for this motherfucker. That's the only beat I got from
Don't
him.
feel
Other
bad
than that,
about don't ever feel bad about
no.
investing in
Don't
yourself.
feel bad about the beat
nah,
that I got.
nah, nah,
yeah,
Don't feel
nah,
bad.
you ain't
But
never going
if
back.
somebody listen, let
You
me ask
ain't
you a
go
question.
wrong.
Let me ask you a question. If
I'm
somebody
listening.
had your best interest at heart, they would have probably told the engineer should have told you if you paid 250 for that motherfucker. And Track Nation, you got it was a bad idea.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of niggas ain't gonna give you their best interest at heart. Me, I'm gonna just tell you because I know how much at least be go for. You wouldn't believe like, but they make good music. They shouts out to them because they do make good beats. So if that's their
Yeah,
price,
they do.
then that's their
They
price.
do. They do.
I can't knock no
I
nigga for their price.
and I can't knock no nigga for investing in himself.
But you
I
did
can't.
something. You did something that a lot of them fail to do. Get what? You took the time to buy that beat, so you invested in yourself.
Yeah, cause the
Oh,
exclusive
dude.
on the website 500. I'm like, shit. You know
So
what I'm
if this,
saying?
let
But
me ask you a
that's his
question.
price ranges.
So if the exclusive 500 and the lease is 250, right? Guess what you could have did? You want to
I'm
hear it?
listening.
You want to hear it? You still could have rapped over that beat and put it out for free, and ain't shit they can do about it.
Damn. This them jewels he dropping.
You know why? Because every beat on YouTube is free for non-profit.
profit, right?
No, free for non-profit.
Yeah, non-profit. I get what you're saying.
So that means this right here. You could have downloaded the beat, rapped off the beat, shot a video to the beat, and guess what? As long as you ain't made no noise off that beat,
They can't do shit.
They can't do shit.
They can't do shit.
Now, here go the flip side of that. Here go the flip side of that coin. You hear me? If you take that beat, blow up off that beat, guess what? Now they want some money, and they want some bread. So, but guess what? The job has been done. I'm known now. So either you get the bread, or guess what? I get somebody to remake the beat on the remix, and you can pull the original.
Mm-hmm.
I just gave you some game, bro.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
I'm listening. I'm listening, man.
I'm telling you now. So if
somebody
you
said
ain't doing this
beat tagged up,
huh? Yeah, everybody gonna tag they beat up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gonna tag they beat up because guess what? They want to be recognized.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna remove their tag unless you bad from them.
Mm-hmm.
Guess why you hear all that shit in chasing Flim Dog beats?
Right.
They Flim Dog 90 times in that motherfucker. And guess what? When a nigga hear you rapping on, a nigga already know you ain't about to beat.
Yeah.
Right. Because one thing about
so unprofessional.
I just removed some tag last night from a exclusive beat. Man, he sent me all the stems, and man, he put that motherfucker the way he wanted it. The beat don't sound nothing like it did.
But guess what though? If you gotta understand something, if that song blow up, it's what's called a timestamp on that beat. Y'all understand something as engineers. If I timestamp a beat to an artist and I send them the stems and they make the beat over, that's what's called copyright infringement. That means, guess what? If I hear any part of my sound in that beat and I go back and look at my paperwork and I see this artist, guess what? I hope it blow up because now I can prove copyright infringement by the timestamp. You can't change, nigga. Why do you think they sell beats and they make sure that you buy the track out in wave form? Wave is a fingerprint.
Right.
Hey, I ain't finna give y'all no more game, man.
I'm soaking it. I just soaked it all up.
I ain't finna give y'all no more game,
just
man.
about what you said.
Why do you think? Let me ask you a question and think about this for a moment. Okay. Why do you think a MP3 lease costs $30 and a Wave trackout lease costs $50? Why do you think the same beat in different format costs $20 more? You know why? Because people want you to think that Wave is better than MP3.
When they the same.
They're the fucking same. You can convert an MP3 to a Wave, and you can convert a Wave to an MP3.
For free.
Right.
For free.
Well, yeah, you can do them at home.
So the reason why they sell you the Wave and the trackouts, so in case that whoever made the beat don't know how to mix the beat right, you can have your engineer mix it on the spot.
Right.
Turn some shit up, turn some shit down, do that. But guess what? It's time consuming. So if you book an hour and I spent 20 minutes trying to get your beat right, something the producer the nigga who made the beat should have did in the first place.
Right.
So why rap off beats that you have to fix?
Hey, can I ask you one more thing? Do you even suggest the artist get an hour? An hour ain't shit.
If you freestyle, get 2 hours.
Right.
If you write your shit down, get 1 hour.
You can go in and out because that's what I do. I get the beat, I write to that motherfucker, and that shit already in my head. So I can go in that motherfucker do 2-3 songs. But you know, Cause the shit already in my
But guess what though?
head.
So let me give you that prime example. See, when you have artists that can go in and drop and do 2-3 songs at one time, they got their shit together. That means they ain't second guessing their vocals. They ain't second guessing their raps. They go in here dropping. They got a way that they record ins and outs, ad libs, flat a chorus, second verse. I'm done.
I'm done. Go to the next one.
If
Pull
you
up
give
the
it
next
to
one.
Copy and paste.
listen, no, because now he gonna give you time to mix it and make it sound right for him. You hear me?
Right.
Stop rushing the engineer because you don't have your shit together.
Right.
Hey, you ever hear this right here? This is my favorite word in the studio when nigga tell me.
What?
Come on. Ain't no come on, nigga. You punching in every line.
No, we ain't finna do
Ain't no
that.
come
Where
on.
we going? Nowhere.
We ain't finna do that.
No time soon.
We ain't
I
finna do
can't
that.
punch in. I ain't mastered the freestyling yet. I got to write. I ain't mastered it yet.
Get what? You one step ahead of the game already because you write your shit.
Already. And then it's already in your head when you get in there.
Man, so basically, if you go in there and you drop your shit, maybe 1 or 2 takes, maybe you mess up a couple times, but you go in there and drop it. I swear to God, this is how you maximize. I'm gonna give you some more games, so I want the listeners to understand this. Okay, this is how you maximize your studio time. First of all, if you book a studio session, just say you book it with Sire, and you book a studio session, and you pay your deposit. Once you pay your deposit, send Sire your beat. Say, here go my beat. I'll be there on time. Okay? Sire,
Right.
if he a good engineer, he gonna pull your beat up 10, 15 minutes before you both be there, have everything straight. So get what? When you walk in the studio, where I go? Ain't no time to talk to Sire. Ain't no time to, if Sire say you ready to go, get in the booth. But you know what you want to do? You know what the young cats want to do?
What they
Play.
want to do?
We gotta
Roll the
smoke.
blunt
We
up.
got to
They want to
smoke. We
roll
gotta
4
talk. We
blunts.
gotta kick it.
They
for
want
a
to
minute.
call. They want to call Lil John and all Memphis
Yeah.
and
Let
tell him and
everybody know
FaceTime him and
they
tell
had to
him he in the
go.
studio. Now he 15 minutes on an hour session.
Like I ain't 10 minutes late.
Oh yeah, the late niggas they look crazy. I'm sorry, but the late niggas they have been in my yard and I have turned them around. It's nothing personal, my guy, but you're not gonna think I'm gonna move somebody back out of respect. I'm open to the public, my guy. So if you book an 8 to 9, yours. You show up at 8:15, that's yours.
You shout.
You shout. I record pretty fast now, so I just seen nigga pull up 30 minutes into an hour and still get 2 songs done. And but you know what though? This is another thing. If a nigga was 30 minutes late to an hour and still told me he'll pay me my full rate, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make sure he get 2 songs. I might extend it because if a nigga willing to pay for their mistakes, I'm willing to help him out.
He willing to, you know what I mean? He willing to work it out on both ways.
You know what I'm saying? I had one of my partners that did that yesterday, and he was 30 minutes late. But I know how he record. He like, man, I know you finna turn me around, man, but I'm still pay it. Man, go on, get me in the booth. I got him in the booth, and we still got 3 songs done. And they were pre-mixed, and they had chops in them. So you know how long but he gave me his vocals right then. You hear me?
So when I leave the studio, I need to get all my like files and shit. Like
no.
That's your mouth?
Yeah. Well, you want all your music anyway. You want your music.
Anyway,
But
you
what I'm saying
supposed
is,
to take your chip with you.
get that
Take your
music.
flash drive to all
right.
you artists out there. Take your flash drive to the studio.
Hey, you come to my studio, I got flash drive for sale.
For sure.
Hey, I got buy a beat, get a free flash drive. I got to do all
Man,
my
Memphis,
marketing. Hey,
man.
Sawyer, I got to do all my marketing scheming, my guy.
Fuck you talking about?
Y'all can mark it on this motherfucker all y'all want to.
Yeah, that shit live as hell.
I
That
love
shit
both of
live as
y'all.
hell.
I fuck with
But
both of
serious though,
y'all.
serious
Y'all
though.
know how I
Like
am.
always get your session, man, because things do happen in studios that is beyond the control of the studio. Like with me, last month I had a power surge that killed my hard drive, part of my hard drive. So and it wasn't the files that I had on the external hard drive. It was the files that I was currently working on a new, like, you know what I'm saying, on my hard drive on my desktop. And it knocked out my vocals. It didn't knock out the sessions. It resetted my vocals. You know, vocals are numbered. So when you have a power surge, that number goes back to 0.
Oh, so all them numbers gone. You gotta go find
So
them.
now Pro Tools can't find the numbers.
Right.
So that's how you lose vocals. Now, if you knew what you was doing, then a lot of people don't understand. You can record off of MP3 if you know how to mix. You know, you can record. I can take an MP3 and do magic with it. But a lot of people can't take, because they have to have Waves, and they think Waves is the better. Waves is bogging down your computer. Why do you think your computer moving slow? Waves are
processor
heavy.
can't keep up with it.
Hey, you just said the keyword. CPU, processing speed. If you keep getting glitches, that means you have too much shit on your computer, that memory that need to be upgraded. People don't upgrade on memory
at all.
I'm running 32 gigabytes, man. Bring it on. You can yell in this motherfucking microphone all you want to. I'm running, because usually it happens when a nigga get too loud.
I just got a Core i3, man. That's all I got, man. I ain't doing nothing, man. I got a 7th generation. I'm straight, man.
Hey, listen, man. No. What I'm saying is, as an engineer, you have to be able to invest in, because you don't want to have a big artist in your studio. Just say somebody bring a big artist to your studio, and you ain't got your shit together.
Don't show 'em.
You ain't got your shit together. You hear me?
Yeah.
So if you got a big artist that come to your studio and say, you know what, man, I've been hearing about you. Let me see what you got. And then you don't got your shit together, they ain't gonna come back
at all.
And they gonna badmouth you. Anybody else gonna want to come back neither. So you gotta stay with. You gotta have consistency. You gotta have what the public want. You gotta have comfortability. You gotta know your shit. You gotta know the shit, man. Real talk.
Man, I appreciate you for the game.
You from Memphis?
Yeah, I'm from Memphis. Yeah, I'm from South Memphis.
South Memphis? What part?
Oh, you said what part?
Yeah.
I'm from Riverside.
Are you from Riverside?
Yeah.
So do you know Matt Gutter?
Matt Gutter? Nah, I ain't just tapped in like that with
King Mac. Do you know Young B out of Riverside?
I know Young B.
Yeah, well, ask Young B about me. Young B is a good personal friend of mine, along with Matt Gutter. Vasha, Ferguson Street, they're my guys.
Man,
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, I grew up on the vet.
The vet,
yeah.
long neck, all of them.
Oh yeah.
56 West the vet. That's my grandmama house.
But I'm from GPC, my guy. You hear me?
Yeah, I'm from Riverside.
GPC, but
not 56, 57.
But I grew up in Riverside though. I went to Riverview and Carver.
Right. I went to Carver. I ain't go to Riverview.
And y'all already know me. I'm a graduate of Hamilton. You know,
Hamilton, baby.
Hey,
that's the other South Memphis school.
Hey, that's dirty. That's dirty. The only one still standing, goddammit.
South Memphis.
But like I said, just keep working, bro. You hear me?
For sure.
Keep working and keep grinding, because you never know when it's gonna break through. And when it do break through, people gotta learn studio etiquette, first of all. So if the engineer say, if you do your lead vocals and the engineer say, what we doing next, you should be able to communicate with the engineer and say, I like to do ins and outs. And you got to know what ins and outs is. Or you got to say, I just do ad libs. Now,
Right.
two things are happening. Either the engineer going to know by the vocal tone that you give him what he need to do to shape up that vocal tone. Now, if you do one take and then the ad libs, and you got a high tone, an engineer that knows his shit knows that they have to put some bottom on that.
Right.
Right.
Because you're going to sound real crazy in auto tunes like you're a goddamn chipmunk.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of engineers that don't know what they're doing that cover up people's mistakes with auto tunes.
Right.
Mostly they own.
So now what they got you thinking, Bing?
My, I gotta get on my shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work on perfecting my craft. Like that's my main goal right now, perfecting my craft and getting my sound to, you know what I'm saying, be a
Practice
good
makes
sound.
perfect,
And
man.
I was gonna say I think I'd have been inside studio before. I swear to God. Like, do you got some shit like some Google shit in your house or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I came to your
There we go.
studio before.
I'm back.
Real
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Yeah, I'd have been to your shit.
Oh yeah.
Do how we
I
sound
can't
this?
hear shit.
That's because somebody called your phone. Come back up. Somebody called your phone. Come back up.
Damn, that's cold blooded, boy. I'd have been in this boy's studio.
Who side?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm a pillar in the south.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, you gotta
He
come
having
back
that
up.
shit
You gotta
ready.
come back up. This, and whenever somebody call your phone, you gotta come back up.
I got to come back up.
Well, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
You
You say what?
you sound like a chipmunk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to hang it up and come back in. Yeah, man. This page too clean, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Also, share this live. Share this live because, you know, there's some real Memphis legends in here. You know what I'm talking about? And, you know, they just dropping some jewels on Lil Bino, man. You know what I'm saying? They just dropping the jewels. And if y'all want to get some studio time, y'all can hit them up. You know, you see their backdrops. You see they serious about it. And they got good equipment, great equipment. I promise you they do. Ain't no bullshit in this game, you know. And I just, you know, wanted y'all to know a little bit about Memphis Music Engineering 101. South Memphis style. You know what I'm talking about?
Memphis.
Yeah. They know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm back now.
they yeah, you good. Hey, you got in that motherfucker fast. All they do is just teach you once, you know it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I know how to get back in there, bit now.
All right, what they say, you teach it, you give a man a fish, he can eat for a day. You teach him to fish, he can fish for life. He can eat for life.
Man, you already know what time it is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Catch on fast.
Got to.
But yeah. Mm-hmm. I want y'all to explain to this young cat and the other young people in the panel. I want y'all to explain to them how important is it for them to be registered.
Very. All right, what registration do is, let's say you jump on somebody else's track that's already out there, and
Right.
they put you on their split sheet. Now, wherever affiliation you deal with, they finna go somewhere and be looking for them royalties for you too. That money you supposed to get from them other people. Man, that registering, it helps. It helps. I
Okay.
mean, it's just, you paying them for it. They doing all the leg work. You gonna end up paying them for it at the end of the day anyway. But you gotta pay somebody for it.
Yep. I agree.
Do you know what he mean by registration? Do anybody in the comments know what they mean by registration?
Copyright, BMI, ASCAP, those Library of Congress. You can register your music any kind of way, but I mean you gotta BMI offer free for all writers. You know, where you can register your music like that, or ASCAP. That's a way to go too. However, ASCAP charge 50 for writers, and they charge 50 for publishing, which BMI charge 250 for publishing. So I mean, it's a. Or you can always just go through the Library of Congress and pay every time you send something in. You can do it however you like.
All right.
But
Now, hey, let me show you a way that you can get this done. I'm gonna show you a way you can get this done free. Yeah. You ready?
Yep.
It's a law on the books called poor man's copyright. Have you ever heard of that?
yeah, mailing it to yourself.
Yes, and guess what? Guess why that's the best. If you take an envelope, write your rap down, inside that envelope, put the song on a flash drive, seal the envelope up, and mail it to yourself, and stick it in your safe. That will hold up in a court of law.
That's called the poor man copyright.
And guess
It,
why?
it's
Because
hard
that
now
music
Tell
you
them
though.
got,
why.
the music you got on that that music, the audio that you have on that flash drive has what's called a timestamp. They can go and look on that flash drive and tell you what day you recorded that song on. If I'm gonna give y'all a prime example. Y'all familiar with the Migos, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You remember the song, one of the Migos' biggest songs they had a couple years ago was Every Day We Lit, Every Day We Lit. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yep.
They just got sued for that song. Know why?
Why?
Because the guy that they recorded that song with played that song, played somebody else's song to the Migos while they was in the studio session. The Migos did the verse and did the video, did all that. The timestamp showed that the song was recorded in the same studio that the Migos recorded the same song in. Think that's a
Say that
coincidence?
again.
That okay. What I'm saying is, if you come and record a song,
Okay.
I record you
Uh-huh.
on January the 2nd, 2022.
Yeah.
I play that song to somebody, a big artist, somebody stopped through 3 months later, and I play your song that you ain't released yet,
Yeah.
and they come back and go to Saya and record the same hook as the song they just heard. Saya records the song in his studio 3 months later.
You could.
I have your files in my computer from January. As evidence, your song was recorded first, and I have proof that the people that you suing was in my studio and was able to hear your song while recording in my studio.
Mm.
Did they say, man, I came up with this 2 years ago? When did you record it? The timestamp said you recorded it 3 months ago, 3 months after the original was recorded. That's copyright infringement.
Hey, South Memphis, I appreciate you for having me up on the panel. I'm finna drop
A
down to the
lot, a
comment
lot of
section.
engineers do that by
All right.
mistake though. Like if you working on a project, and you let somebody hear somebody else's songs on a project, people will steal people's shit.
Dang.
That's why I don't
Oh
let
yeah.
people. That's why I don't let clients
Hear other people.
overlap. Like you want to meet somebody that's famous, I try to book everybody separate. If you got niggas walking in on other niggas' sessions, then that's how shit get started.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They don't respect it.
And then sometimes, if I know the artist cool with, if I got a certain client that's coming through, and I got an artist I'm working with, and I say, "Is it cool?" I record them right quick, and they sit in the session. That's a privilege because I have seen some artists give niggas features on the spot for
Right.
free.
Now I done seen that. I done did that.
For
I done,
Oh, they
free.
be what? They be feeling the song or something.
yeah. Now they
Yeah,
be feeling that.
you got
They be
artists,
Cause I
feeling the
know
I
they
ain't
art.
ain't
gonna
gonna want
call
to get
I
on
ain't
no
gonna
whack
call their
ass
name
song.
out, but you got good
Uh-huh.
artists that love music. So if you got an up and coming artist that got a song and they just so happen to be in the studio hearing it, vibing off of it, then
Yeah.
they might say, you know what? Let me get on the second verse of that junk. You know what I'm saying? Give you a feature and not even charge you for it.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. Young people act like that's old to them. That's not old to you. They did it because they fucking with your music.
Mm. Oh, okay.
I'm telling you that.
Yeah. Yeah. So how much? Let me ask. Side this question. How much material gets stolen in the game? Like when it come to music, how long has it been going on in Memphis? Like since the 80s, the 70s. What?
All right, listen. To be completely honest with you, people been stealing material ever since music been in music. Ever since you've known of music, people been stealing. It's always been, man. Ask any of these artists that's rich now, who who got them, who got them, man, man. I mean, I'm talking about, oh my God, it's amazing. I know I heard, hey, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I heard one of my songs on YouTube, and when I heard it, I looked to see who had uploaded it. So I hit them up. I'm like, hey, look, you got the rest of these songs, man. I love to get the rest of them and listen to them motherfuckers. He like, who are you? I said, shit, that's me. I'm the dude on it. He said, no, this ain't you. I was like, oh, okay. So this is what we on. So I got it. I got all of it, but it's crazy that I heard it on YouTube and never knew that it was on.
Wow. What about you? Did you ever heard your shit and didn't know it was out?
I just had that happen to me about 30 days ago. I ain't gonna talk
Tell us
about it.
about it.
I ain't gonna
Oh,
talk about it. I ain't gonna even go there. But just
okay.
know I know. See, I used to have a habit. I have a habit of putting snippets out. And
Yeah.
I know a nigga heard my snippet months ago and gave my song to the artist. But they come with the game. That I shouldn't have put the snippet up there. But I know, it's just the point that if I wanted somebody to hear a snippet of something I'm working on, you know what I'm saying, it's mine. But hey,
Right.
niggas gonna do what they gonna do anyway.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
ain't I ain't I ain't even mad about the situation. Cause I kind of like the little guys.
Yeah. What
But
about how many losses you took in the game?
you said what?
How many losses you took in the game?
I took a lot of them. I took a lot of losses. You get where I'm at now? That's why
Do,
people have to
do
pay
you
attention to what I'm worth. See,
oh
you gotta understand.
you sound muffled. We can't hardly hear you.
I, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
I said I done took a lot of losses in the game. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
To the,
Do
but
you think they
to
made
get
you
where I'm at
stronger?
now, that's why people have to pay me for what I'm worth.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I always tell get what you worth, not what.
Yeah.
Don't accept what people think you worth. Get what you worth.
Uh-huh. What's the upside? What's the best thing you have seen while being in this game?
As far as producing and engineering,
Uh-huh. And
well, on my
rap.
end,
And
like I
rap.
told you, on my end, I started as an artist. So the best thing I I've seen moving from artist to producer to engineer on the other side of the coin, the best thing that I've seen is making people believe in you. See, people as an artist, I was just artist. I was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? But when you transition from rapping to producing, you have to make people believe in your sound. Okay? And you have to create and you have to find your sound in order for people to gravitate to your sound. Like everybody has a sound. Every beat maker has a specific sound. Whether he use hi-hats to make his beat sound good, whether he use 808s, whether he use chops, whether he use synthesizers or whatever, you buy beats from certain producers for their sound. And you go to certain studios for their sound.
Would you rather for them to buy the beat from you, record the beat with you, and you chop the beat? Do you rather record them when they buy the beat from you?
Oh no. You could buy the beat, marinate on the beat, and then come back and record. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'd rather for you to do that.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
I have made beats on the fly right in front of people. Like I got an artist, I ain't gonna mention his name, but I got an artist that bought 30-some beats from me. Yeah. And on his YouTube page, he has done 3 videos to my beats. And what I look for in it is who fucking with. If he put 10 videos up on his page, and the second best song on his page is my beat, then that means his fans are gravitating to a certain sound. So you see where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
So and just so happened that song we did got 37,000 views on it.
Wow.
I think the next one, the most one he got on there is like 50,000.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just an accomplishment when you see some of you that you worked on, beneficial. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got a question. Somebody asked you a question.
What it do?
Here's the question. Where do you start off with someone? Where you start off with someone, blow up, then want to change label?
Huh?
They said, why do people start off with someone, blow up, and then they want to change labels? Why do artists like
what
to
you mean,
start
change?
off with someone who helped them get there, and then they blow up, and then they change?
But you know what that is? There's a producer or a producer that's trying to help somebody that didn't do paperwork on that person. See, we have to protect ourselves as producers. Now, I'm gonna give you a prime example of this. People let's go back to the artists. Artists expect because they bumping, they expect a producer to record them for free and gravitate to them. When we do that as producers, we end up, hey baby. When we do that as producers, we end up putting time and effort and money in a project to be fucked over once somebody else heard the project and signed.
Right.
That means I have nothing, no say so, no nothing over this situation because I didn't have my paperwork in order. Like paperwork for beats. See, when you doing something out of your pocket for your label, you have to have the paperwork. If you and that artist can't sit down and come up with an agreement, then don't invest your time and effort in that person. Because it's not that you trying to lock them in. It's that if I invest my money, time, and effort in
They're
your
trying
project,
to make sure the next don't nobody else come just grab it up.
Yeah, because people gonna gravitate to what's hot. You feel what I'm saying?
Always.
So first thing they'll ask you, you got a manager?
No, but no.
Well, come and rock with us. Then they make you sign a contract, and now they the one speaking for you and not the person that got you there.
Yep.
I have seen that happen.
Yep.
Sir, they got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
They ask, why are there so many artists with the same track with the same lease?
Well, that's because everybody gravitate toward, you know, what, like he just said. What, you know, somebody say something hot and boom, everybody gravitate to it. You hear a beat like, oh, I like that, and bam, man, let me hear that beat, and before you know it, and I mean, if you look at a beat, if I go to a beat that's, you know, somebody want, and it's a new beat and it got 10,000 views, I'm like, you know, this beat is probably out there 7,000 times somewhere. You know what I mean? But I mean, you can't really, there's nothing you can do about that. Only thing you can do when somebody bring you, say, somebody come and give you a YouTube beat and say, here go the beat, all you can do is download it and do it. You don't get involved as an engineer. You don't get involved in those battles between those beats. That's not your battle. That's between the artist and the producer, not an engineer. See, me as an engineer, I never have to worry about the leases and stuff. I could care less about it. That's not me. I don't get involved in that because I don't lease the beats, so I don't get involved in leasing them. You know what I mean? So that's when it come time with artists, I'm mostly engineering. Unless now I always have input. I always have input on anything because I want to let everyone know, you know, I'm engaged, that, you know, at least, you know, you got an ear to listen to, you know, whatever else that you don't hear, you know, like that. But other than that, no, I don't really get involved in the day-to-day leading things with the artists and the producers.
Oh, okay. There's a question for you, Dish. They said, how do you know when your song need to be mixed? Is it when you hear static in the beat or distortion in the mic?
All of it.
Yeah, you be recording with that.
First of all, this is how you know your shit need to be mixed. Every song need to be fully mixed and mastered, man. Stop skipping steps. Y'all go to these studios, record with these guys, give y'all these bullshit ass recordings. Then you shoot a video to that bullshit. Now you mad. And the people that you going to record with don't know how to mix and master. They can say, oh, I know how to mix and master, but until somebody pays them or for a project that they want his name attached to, somebody pays them for a job with their name attached to it. And I say that because, let's go back to what we said. Everybody gravitate to what's hot, right? So guess what? The person that has the hottest mix, the hottest sound, artists gonna gravitate to them. Always get your shit mixed and mastered, especially if you shoot a video for it, because you don't want to be looking dumb
at all. Si, they got a question for you now. They said, why do all Memphis songs sound like the rest? That's somebody from out of town.
That's I would say that's mostly because I don't know. I guess everybody, I don't know. Cause you know what? When I was young and I made beats, I could remember that Memphis style and the other everybody else's style, you know. And I tried, but it was hard to get away from it. So, you know, it's that. I mean, I don't know. You know, it's just.
I can answer it. Hold on.
Hey,
Let me answer.
I ain't gonna lie though. Hey, I don't know what he's saying about Memphis style, but
I know what he's saying.
These folks making millions from Memphis. I don't know whatever they doing.
Let me tell you why everybody sounds the same.
Okay.
Because everybody that sounds like everybody else is cheap. They going to download these free ass beats that everybody rapping off of. It's sounding like everybody the same way. Listen, in order for you to set yourself apart, you have to be creative. Being creative doesn't mean downloading a beat that everybody rap off of. Being creative is finding a beat that somebody made that you can get paperwork on that fits your style.
Right.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck who make it. A mice in the corner can make a beat. Buy from them.
Okay. The next question is, how do you really stand out above all the rest of the rappers?
Think outside the box.
Time, man. Take your time and perfect your craft.
Perfect your craft.
Okay, take your time.
Be your worst critic.
But see, us answering that, they looking like what they mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Time, what they mean by
break it down.
What we mean by that is, if you don't believe in yourself, what makes
you think expect somebody else to?
If you come in the studio second guessing yourself, now don't get second guessing confused with being cocky. Because a lot of you niggas cocky and can't rap.
Should be second guessing.
Y'all be second guessing yourself. Like, as engineer, I'm gonna tell you how you know if I'm not engaged in your song. If you see me put my hand on my head like this here, that means I'm tired of listening to that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I'm tired of listening to it, because you're not putting the effort that you need to put in the song to make it yours. I don't give a fuck about the beat. Own the beat. Make it yours.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if 10,000 people downloaded this beat. Make the beat yours. Quit coming up with the same type of raps. They come up with the same damn raps.
Killing each other. Everybody talking about killing, robbing, and killing.
Listen, I call it the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Why?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how they rap.
They're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
I don't give a fuck how you break it down. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. The next question. What's the tip for elevated bars?
You said
one person want to know how to elevate his rhymes and his bars.
How to elevate a dictionary.
Thank you. A thesaurus.
A dictionary. Man, every artist, man, I challenge y'all, man. Get you a dictionary, man.
Listen.
And the words that you've been using, use it in the dictionary. Pull it up in the dictionary and find something else. I challenge you.
Hey, not only get you a dictionary, get you a thesaurus. Then get you a map. Take all 3 of them motherfuckers and read them. Because you niggas be rapping about shit that you definitely don't know nothing about.
Nothing about.
I seen a nigga say he been to Paris. Nigga, you ain't got a passport.
Man.
You couldn't even tell me a city in Paris.
A city.
Now, matter of fact, Paris is in France. These niggas think Paris is a fucking state.
Paris is the city.
Ask a nigga, what's the city of Paris? I mean, what is the country of Paris? And they gonna tell you Paris is the country.
Man, hey, you know what? Listen, when I ask these young folks to go in there and type the name of their song in there, and I look at, and they come back out, be like, man, how you spell together? I'm like,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but he right. He
For
right.
real?
man,
Yeah.
these folks, hey,
Hey, how
these
young
folks
they
can't,
be? How young
man,
they
these
be?
folks,
Y'all know they can't
look,
just
hey,
read
look,
though.
hey, lunatic, I was at the store the other day, man. Two little young females was at the store. Young females still in school. Man, one of them said, 875, girl. Can't you count? She's like, girl, I ain't in school right now. I ain't finna do all that. I wait till I go back to school. I said, what? You need what? You ain't gonna so if you ain't in school, you ain't worried about learning it. Oh my God. Man.
I ain't in school. I wait till I go.
Man, hey, these young folks, man. But hey, I bet you they know how many switches they got, how many guns, the kind of bullets, the kind of guns.
They know every gun and bullet in the motherfucking book.
You know the saddest thing I seen with them? When they walk in the store and they come in, and you know I'm in South Memphis, so the candies stay behind the motherfucking counter. You know they can't read the word Snicker, Kit Kat, Musketeer,
Man,
Payday.
no.
Give me that right there. Give me that right there. I'm like, give you what?
Man.
I stand there. I don't even move. All I gotta do is just reach down. I say, what? Give me that right there. What is that? The brown one right here. I'm like, what is it? Is that? I go to the heat bar. No, this one right here. What's the name on there? They
For
can't tell me
real.
the name.
Man,
They
I'm
can't
talking
tell
about,
me the name. They cannot read the name. But they want to come to the studio. Can't write a rap. They can do it by photographic memory. Repeating it all in their head on the way there.
That's the freestyling that people like to do because they don't want to challenge their brain to write something that it takes time and is a craft. See, they want to be able to say, I thought of it on the fly. So this is what I think about that. Some people can freestyle, some people can't.
Right.
Yeah.
The ones that can't need to go get a dictionary.
The ones that can need to go get a dictionary too.
So you saying their mental,
No. I say
their
that because they
thinking
need
is
to be able to put
capacitated.
a grammar book. They need to be able to put sentences together.
Okay.
I write. I'm sorry, but I write.
So the sentences and the similes and the raps that y'all are hearing them record are not making any type of sense or not making any type of composition or nothing. You can't comprehend it.
Well, I just listen. Me personally, I listen to man. I listen to 20-year-olds and man, they talk about death, man, and don't care. You know, they don't care. Have no empathy, none, no feeling. None.
Do y'all get depressed about recording that type of stuff?
I don't. I just, I just be glad for the ones that, the good ones that I heard. I be like, all right then, and I just, there's something that you gotta deal with the bad and the good. You can't really say, hey, look, you can't rap about this, or yeah, we're gonna rap about that, or unless you're gonna, broadcast that in the beginning that this type of studio and not that. But me, I don't mind. They can rap about what they want. It's just funny to hear all of them say that, and 90% of them lying.
Yeah. Yeah, this. Somebody said, how do you know when the flow needs character?
How do we know what?
How do you know when the flow, how do you know when they flow needs a character?
Needs I can't hear the last word. Need what now?
Character.
How do you
All right,
know when
somebody.
the flow needs character? Just
All right,
like you said,
so
you ain't putting your all on the beat. You know, how do you know when the flow needs character?
um,
When he
how do
just
I
sitting
know?
there and ain't
By
putting no
listening to it.
energy in it.
It's energy. A lot of people, a lot of artists don't understand that you have to have it has to be energy in your song. Don't nobody want to listen to a stale song.
Somebody said nowadays these songs have way too much auto tunes. Would you rather record somebody raw vocal than to use auto tune so much?
If they want to use it, that's their business. Look, I go with what sounds best. If this somebody that can hold the note but can't sing, then we'll go with auto tunes. If this somebody that just wanna, rap and don't want it, then I'm not gonna give it to them. Some people sound better with it, some people don't. It ain't for everybody. Like cabbage. Like cabbage, it ain't for everybody.
Okay.
Hey, I look at it this way. A lot of people that record, and I say this because I say you have three types of people in the studio. You have people that think they can engineer, people that can engineer, and producers that can do all of it. See, you have to be able to, like I said, take something and then make it. The engineer has a job. You take what's given and you create magic. Because I'm gonna put like a lot of engineers don't get credit for the work that they do on songs because everybody think it's about the artist. But if the artist doesn't sound a certain way, uh, then it wasn't the artist. It was actually the engineer that brought that sound out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you could tell if a person jumps studios because all they songs gonna sound different because you got 6 or 7 people
You're
trying
right.
to trying to figure out
Got their hands in.
yeah. And why do you think people sound be the same rapper, but on certain songs they sound different?
Because they got different producers.
What that here's the
Different
thing.
engineers,
No,
different
no. See,
studios.
it's like I told you when I first got on the live. It's a difference between a producer and an engineer. So they got an engineer. Every time they book a studio session, it's the
We
studio.
can't hear you no more, Mike.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
I said every time they book a studio session at these different studios and they get a different engineer, it's gonna be a different sound.
Okay, okay.
So that's that's the situation with that. You feel what I'm
Yeah. This they said somebody said I'm paying $65 an hour. Is that too much?
saying? Depends on what studio you go to, and depends on what what are they offering at that studio. Like, what are you paying $65 an hour for? Is it a
Uh-huh.
better microphone? See, I'm gonna tell you something about studios. Studios might have 3, 4 rooms in there, and
Uh-huh.
the difference between each room might be the equipment that's used in all the rooms. You hear me? Okay, let me give you a prime example. So, the prime example is you have three rooms in a studio. One room is the $50 room, one room is the $75 room, and one room is $100 room. $100 an hour, $75 an hour, $50 an hour. So let's look at the $50 room. The $50 room is gonna probably be an AKG microphone, an AdMac, a couple plug-ins, and an interface and a preamp.
Okay.
Now, in the $75 hour room, $25 more, it's gonna probably be a Newman 102 and maybe a mixing board, bigger mixing board and all that. You hear me? Now the $100 hour room gonna be probably at least a Newman 103 and luxuries. Might be a touchscreen studio, like Sayo. There, Sayo got all the amenities. I ain't got no amenities.
My
Sayo, you
what?
got all the amenities. They can type in their name after the session in the booth. They can see the wavelength. You got so much shit
They
there.
can talk to Alexa.
Right.
Hey, Alexa, bring me some
I'm
water,
telling you, man.
Alexa.
Saya
Alexa,
got all
change the light.
the amenities. Saya got all the. He got ice water, a fish bowl with some fishes in it. You know what I'm saying? He got some aromatherapy going on over there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you crazy.
He got a foot massager.
I ain't got none of that.
Whatever, man.
He got all that
Whatever.
shit. And listen, I ain't knocking Saya, but what I'm saying is the different types of rooms for the person who has the studio values those rooms differently. Now, you want to know the truth behind those 3 rooms?
Quality.
Them rooms ain't shit if the engineer don't know what the fuck he doing. So guess what? I can make I done recorded in the $50 room, $75 room, $100 room, and I even recorded in the $150 room. But guess what? If you spend $150 an hour in a studio, and if the engineer know what he doing, you can tip me the other 100, and I'm gonna record and get it right in the $50 room. Tip me. Don't buy the bullshit thinking you gonna get the same recording.
The same recording.
Because I know what I'm doing, what I'm recording on a AKG, Newman, push button, push start, all that. Find you an engineer that know what they doing, man.
Mm-hmm. How important is the engineer to the artist?
Great.
Without the engineer, the artist ain't nothing. The artist can't get to the world without the engineer.
No, the artist, the sound can't get to the world. The artist is the rapper. The sound is the engineer. Look at it. You got to look at it from both ways. If the rapper doesn't rap and the engineer doesn't tweak it, then you don't get the little babies, the Rod Waves, the NLE choppers. You don't get them. Because somebody had to find a sound in order for them to blow up.
Okay. Another person asks, where in down south did chop and screw was invented?
Houston, Texas.
Okay. Okay.
You don't know what chop and screwed is if it wasn't for DJ Screw.
Rest in
Hands
peace,
down.
DJ Screw.
DJ Screw was the pioneer of chop and screw.
The pioneer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And if anybody else take credit for that, they're damn lie.
Sure is. Low X, where city was crunk music invented?
You know what?
Who and what city was crunk music invented?
Everybody want to think crunk was invented in Atlanta. Shit. I say Memphis invented crunk. You want proof of that? You want proof of that? I'm living proof that in 1991, 92, even 89, you can go back and find and research all the Memphis artists. If you ask anybody who was the first artist out of Memphis to make it, they couldn't tell you.
Hot, I can.
Who? Who?
I want to say, wait a minute, hold on. Gangsta Pat.
Thank you.
Gangsta Pat.
Thank you.
And when you say make it, I mean like make it,
And,
make
and guess
everybody
what?
around the
Guess what?
United. Yeah.
Guess what? Anybody else would have answered that wrong. You know why? Because
Why?
if you don't know your history of Memphis rap, you don't know your history, then how can you know what impact that Memphis had on the rap scene when Memphis first started to perfect their craft? Gangsta Pat is a good personal friend of mine. It wouldn't be no lunatic if it weren't for Gangsta Pat. You want to hear a story? I'm gonna give you a story on your show.
Sure.
I was 12 years old and I got in trouble. Juvenile court gave me community service. And when I was doing community service, I had to clean up at this church next door to this studio on Park. If anybody remember Gangsta Pat, everybody know On the Strength Records was the studio that Ballin' G and Gangsta Pat, Al Capone's, Homicides, and all the rest of them as pioneers, they recorded there.
Yes.
Well, as a juvenile, I used to sweep off the porch. So one day, I'm 12 years old. I'm just learning how to rap. I got a pen in the pad. I think I'm the shit.
Yeah.
My rap name is Maniac. Now, hear me out. I used to be called Maniac for about 6 months.
Okay.
I walked up to Pat. Pat had a long Jerry curl, young nigga. You know what I'm saying? You could tell back Nouveau. He had a Nouveau curl. That nigga shit was off the chain. So I said, man, let me rap for you. He said, go on, spit that shit. Man, I spit my first rap I ever wrote. I wrote that bitch in STC. If you don't know what
Uh-huh.
STC is, you too
Yeah, you
young.
got to tell them what STC is because there's a lot of out of town people on here.
That's what
Hey,
it is.
I wrote my first rap in STC. You know what Gangsta Pat told me? Now, I could have just packed my shit up and said, fuck rap. You know what I'm saying? You know what he told me? He said,
What?
man, my guy, you bumping, you bumping, but that I don't think that maniac shit gonna make it. He said, you gotta be called something like lunatic or psycho or something. Cause you spitting hard in the motherfucker. I've been lunatic ever since then.
Ooh.
Right to this day, and I'm good close. It was 30-some years ago, my guy. Pat was just at my house the other day, and we was tripping off that.
Pat still have loyal fans.
Yeah. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout or some shit that me and Pat got cooking up. That's my idol, man. I fuck with dude. You hear me?
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
lot of people don't understand it's a privilege to come full circle with somebody that inspired you to start rapping
Right.
to come back now and you produce for them.
Mm, 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 mm.
Hey,
The only thing I don't like about there is that they mix gangster, gangster and project. The out of towners.
oh, cause
See,
they don't know like Gangsta
yeah,
Pat.
yeah,
They don't know the legacy that Gangsta Pat created on Memphis. They don't know about the legacy that came with it. He don't brag. He humble. My guy humble. He been that way all his life. But you piss him off and you got a beast on your hand. You hear me? So
yeah.
shouts out to Gangsta Pat, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
I
Gangster
I have
Pat.
seen Pat.
Shouts out.
You know what I'm saying? I've
Yeah,
seen Pat pissed off, and I've seen Pat humble. And he a good dude. But people tend to take advantage of good people. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
so
yeah,
so
yeah. That's
so
in the game though.
yeah. So my whole thing is this right here. It wouldn't be the it wouldn't be the Yo Goddess. It wouldn't be the Young Dolph and rest in peace, Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? It
Rest in
wouldn't
peace, Dolph.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
It won't be
sir.
the all the rappers, the big 30s, the Pooh Shysters, and all
Yeah.
that. It won't be those Memphis rappers that's blowed up if it didn't pave the way for people like Gangsta Pat, Al Capone, Homicide, DJ Zerk, DJ
Uh,
Squeaky. You know what I'm saying? These people, was 90, 91, 92 putting in work. Juicy J, Paul, everybody. I
Okay.
ain't leaving none of them out because all of them made an impact in their own way.
Yep.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I was just on one side. I was on the one
I
side of the
still listen
coin.
to all of them.
Hey, you want to hear some real shit?
Yeah.
I've been a squeaky artist for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I have, and you want to hear something funny? I have recorded with a lot of profit entertainment people in the last year. And the reason why I was able to link with them and do a lot of work with them is because they respect my craft. And when you got somebody that respect your craft, they're gonna pay you for your work. That's why I said you have to know your value for somebody to pay you for your worth. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know that as an artist, know that as a producer, know that as an engineer, because that's your hard work. If you don't, you
Mm,
put all your blood, sweat, and tears in that hard work, then get paid for that hard work.
yeah.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is that, like I said, by being around these legends, um, back in
Hey,
the days,
I think squeaky long standing artist is criminal, man.
yeah, Cream brought me to
Is it
Mochetta.
true? Is it true though?
Yeah, Cream, Cream,
Do I know
Cream.
my shit? Do I know my shit?
But listen, it wasn't just Criminal Man though, because you had
Yeah,
three.
that's what I'm saying. Who else was it?
It was Thugster, Yo Lynch, Tom Ski Mask.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? You had
yeah.
Mochetta at one point of time. Mochetta had Mac E, me, Key, Young Key, Seal, Primo.
Primo.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You want to go deep
Uh-huh.
into the root of Mo Cheddar. You know, it was a bunch of us. Buck. You had Buck, you had Insane, you had
Mm-hmm.
Grove, you had everybody. Kane. Rest in peace, Kane, man. Kevin Kane, man.
Yes,
You hear me?
yes.
Platinum and Gold. These
Mm-hmm.
my guys that we came up in the skating ring era.
Yeah.
See, I came up in the skating ring era. Like if your shit wasn't bumping, you wasn't getting played on Sunday night. My shit was bumping. You know what I did when I was a young nigga? I recorded 3 songs every week and took the bumpinest one to the skating ring.
For real?
Yeah, that's how I got noticed.
Okay.
Cause you
Okay.
you keep
Yeah.
putting that work in their face.
Uh-huh. But see,
They they
but
got
see,
tired of seeing me.
they did.
Man, I stayed at the skating ring. I was known in the skating ring. 8 o'clock, I'm in that bitch. We gangster walking.
Yeah. What's
We
the
gangster walking.
what's the difference? Is it easier to make money off your music now with the internet than it was when y'all was selling it out your trunk, out your car, at the damn Kroger, at the you know what
Nah,
I'm saying,
it's
the big
just easier
star?
to crack
Do I
it.
need to
It's
say
just
big star, the Piggly Wiggly? You
Now, hold
know,
on.
is it
See, now,
easier?
hey, you getting it confused because I'm gonna tell you something. It's easy to make more money off your music now with the internet. See, now you don't need a distribution deal. You can distribute your own shit. It's people that you can pay to make sure all your album get in every store. You know what? Back then we ain't had that. We had to sell it out the trunk. We had to sell it in the mom and pop stores. You hear me? We had to do the free shows all around the city to get known.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have people like back in the days. You had to put so much hard work into getting seen.
Uh-huh.
Like now, you could just go in the motherfucking studio, record a song, upload that bitch tomorrow.
yep.
You in the stores by the end of the week.
Use your phone, make you a video, and put that on
Yeah,
YouTube.
it's easy.
It's easy.
It's easy.
All right, let me ask both y'all a question. What's the life expectancy of a rapper in this era today?
Yeah, depends if he wearing his success on the outside or the in. If he wearing his success on the outside, not long.
The life expectancy.
That's what I feel. I
It
feel
started with, put it like this here. Sometimes the life expectancy of a rapper is short because they lack consistency. You want to know what you know? I'm gonna give you a prime example. You ever hear what's called a one-hit wonder?
Yeah.
Soldier Boy.
Well, no, actually, Soldier had a couple hits. Don't do
Yeah, he
Soldier like that,
told
But
man.
did.
one now,
He
one, but one
told
really
did.
a hit though. The rest of it
No,
was all
but Soldier, that one is the reason right now that everybody's able to go digital. Soldier Boy, Tell 'em was the first song that skyrocketed the internet, YouTube. Look it up.
And it did that through
It did
LimeWire.
numbers
It did that
through
through
digital.
LimeWire.
You
P2P.
feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
he
Yeah.
now you have the Lil Waynes, the Drakes, and all that that's killing the Kanye Wests that's killing the internet with a billion streams. A billion fucking streams, my guy. And they ain't have to leave the house. The
Uh,
game is so easy now, man. You can make the most stupidest song and make money off of it.
All you gotta do is push.
as soon as I
Look,
heard that, do, 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 do. What the fuck is that?
the most stupidest song.
I love it though.
I'm gonna tell you
I love it.
how you know shit didn't change. A motherfucker, Lil Nas X bought Old Town Road beat. He leased it off YouTube. The song became a hit, TikTok sensation. They put Billy Ray Cyrus on the remix. That bitch blew up.
Blew up.
Now the nigga who made that beat,
Yeah.
he got paid. Cause guess what Lil Nas X did?
What?
He did like everybody else, leased the beat, and just so happened the bitch popped, went over to what's called. Now he had to share the royalties. They tried to
Huh.
buy the beat from the producer. He said, "No, give me my points." This
Yep.
bitch went 5 times platinum. Give me my points. Fuck your money.
I'm telling you.
Um, Loden said, just an all around question. What makes a song sound good?
He said, "What now?"
Loden said, what makes a song sound good?
Energy, consistency, wordplay, anthems. You could take the most dumbest shit and make a song out of it. You feel me?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What side you go?
Yeah, I don't know. He
That nigga
probably tried.
disappeared.
Let me see.
But
Yeah.
listen, it's the most dumbest songs that might be dumb to us, but to somebody that thought outside the box, they created it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Whippin'
Yeah.
Nene.
Oh.
Who the fuck creates a song
Uh-huh.
called Whippin' Nene?
Look at Stanky Leg.
That sounds like some slave shit. Whippin' Nene.
Stanky Leg sound like some
No, no. You want to know the coldest junk though?
what?
Hurricane Chris. Hey baby. Now
Oh.
people hear that song and think he's talking about like a girl. Hey baby. Hey
Yeah.
baby. No, he's
What
not.
you talking about?
A DJ is a DJ in Louisiana named Baby. You listen to the song. He telling you when I walk up in the club, we holler, "Hey baby, hey baby,
Ah.
hey baby, hey baby." So You thinking he talking about abroad.
Mm-hmm.
All the time he giving props to his DJ. And the
What
shit
you
was a hit.
feel? What you feel about the new lingo today?
The who?
The new lingo in rap today.
It's off the chain.
Bag,
You gotta look at the money bag,
wipe your
yo.
nose.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you
Slide.
I'm gonna tell you who killing the game. The money bag, yo. The big 30s, the big Moochie Greats, the key Glocks. You
Uh-huh.
know why they killing the game?
Why?
Because they taking what needs to be heard and simplifying it. What I mean by simplifying it, we know if I made an anthem for people that get food stamps and name the song EBT, they are bad because they can
Okay.
relate to EBT, right?
Right.
If you paint a picture of the streets and you lived it,
Uh-huh.
then it's gonna seep through your raps. Your character is gonna seep through your rap.
Mm.
You can't hide your character. I don't give a fuck who you is.
Yeah.
If you a hoe, it's gonna seep through your rap. He said, man, that nigga ain't shooting all this. That nigga bitch. But if you a real nigga, it's gonna show through your wordplay and your raps.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cause you're gonna say some shit that gonna touch the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Moneybag Yo, he say shit to touch the masses.
Yeah.
So think about what you can say to touch the masses and say it in your way. Don't say it like somebody else.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, I thank you for coming through tonight.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I was just chopping up with you, man. You already know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate y'all stopping
Because
through. Like I said,
I always preach that. I always preach that Memphis sound on the channel. I always do this. Like this my first time having a guest. Like y'all. Up here. This is probably like my third one. The people ask me to do this. They really asked me
man,
to
I
do
appreciate
this.
you. I appreciate you inviting me to your show. I've worked with you before. You know how I work. You know
Yes,
how I get
yes,
down.
yes.
Um,
And I
man,
know
like I
you gonna
said,
put the truth in it.
I
I
can't
know
speak
you.
on nobody else, but if you
Yeah,
want that sound, you want that quality, hit your boy up, man. You can hit
yeah,
me up on Disaluna Beat. You get me up. First of all, you can hit me up on Facebook at Michael Green,
yeah.
Instagram at Disaluna Beat, YouTube at Disaluna Beat. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You can hit me up, do Messenger. I DM you the link to the beats. You can check out the sound. Like I said, my sound might not be for you, but who's to
Mm-hmm.
say my sound ain't for no? Then that might be for you. You hear me? So like I said, and if you want to get that shit, you want to get this shit recorded, hit me up. Like I said, I got decent prices. You want to get a video shot, same thing. Whatever you want to do, I do interviews as well.
Mm-hmm.
I got live in the yo. You know what I'm saying? Come sit
Mm-hmm.
down with your boy in the studio. Let's talk about this shit. You hear me?
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
But
What's the thing you could say? What's one thing you could say to the young niggas out here watching, man? How the city of Memphis is now. What's one
mm,
thing you can say to the young niggas? To
man, be
come and
safe,
sit
man.
down.
Be safe out here. If you're gonna rap, man. All that extra shit that coming with the studio, you don't gotta have 17 Dracos in the studio, my guy. I ain't trying to kill you, my guy. And then I've seen some crazy shit where a nigga be in the booth with a Draco. Like who is trying to kill you in the booth, my guy?
You ain't got
If you come to rap, come to rap. If you come to get on live and show you got 19 Dracos in the studio, then that's some other shit you got going on, my guy. I believe in an artist taking their shit serious. You ain't gonna take it serious, anybody else gonna take it serious.
Yeah, yeah. And I know you be on their ass goddamn about this shit
Now I
there. I
just be
already
real
know
with
how
them because
no,
I just be
I already
real with them
know how
because I
you
ain't got
like
time
your
for this shit.
business. You know what I'm saying? You got a beautiful studio. You really do.
I be
And
real
I
with them.
know how you like your shit. Now, you ain't taking shit, you know what I'm saying, in there. Like, nah, you ain't just in it, Yeah,
I
it's
I
like
just don't like the
you gotta
fact.
come do business, be on time, Have your money straight. Don't be with the bullshit. And come
And you
on and be
already know it.
ready to do your thing. If you go over, tip, pay. You got to pay for it. Listen, he done broke all this down already. You know what I mean? That should let you know there that when you go there, you're going to get the best quality and the best mix ever. Pay for your shit. For real. For real. Y'all fuck with my guy, man. I fuck with this man up here. I fuck with side too, you know. And I like bringing this together, this empowerment. This black, that's their business. They own it. They own the rights. They got their license. Listen, they own it. For real.
Yep.
They stand on it. Like I own that shit back there. They own it. For real. And I'm trying to
But
show y'all youngins another way. That paperwork, man. That paper, for real, with your name on it, they should make a difference. They should make a difference.
like I
Tell them
said,
this.
man, I appreciate you helping me stop by, man. Years, man. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
2022 is gonna be a good year for your boy.
I know it is. I
Y'all
know
be
it
on the
is.
lookout. Y'all be on the lookout for my solo album dropping
Yeah,
January the 24th.
yeah, for sure.
January 24th, man. Man, with features from everybody. So when y'all
Yes,
see it, y'all hear it, y'all understand, man. Features from everybody, man. I network with everybody, man. You hear me?
yeah. Y'all go through, man, and fuck with my boy, man, for
Let
real.
me go and get man. Let me go and get these. Go and do some more beats right quick, man. I appreciate you letting me stop by, man. And shouts out to you, man, for holding it down, man, and giving the people a platform to understand the business side. Let me know
Mm.
whenever you need me again, man. I'm here, man. You hear me?
All right, thank you so much, and love,
Uh,
and be safe.
okay then.
All right, love. Yeah, y'all. I just, what I'm saying, wanted to give y'all some, positive, rebuilding, working, networking. See, the thing is, this is Memphis Music Engineering 101. And most young guys that's in Memphis, see, I like to do and broadcast things that young folks like to see. And they like to see that. It'll be other producers I bring on here too, because I know a couple in the city. I don't know a lot, but I know a couple in the city, and them that I know in the city been doing it for over 25 years. Probably before some of y'all were born, but that y'all need to hear that type of thing because when you thinking and you doing and you know what I'm saying, putting your work out there and you really need to know, you gotta get your paperwork right first, man. You gotta get registered as an artist first. And then it's my personal opinion that I can give y'all, man, invest in your own studio too. Go get record still over there, show love because you gotta keep your money. You gotta keep that money in in the circle. You know what I mean? You do. You got a network. You got to keep that money in the circle. Just like the Chinese shop with the Chinese, the you know how it go. Come on, man. Black shop with blacks. You never know who. You know what I'm saying? For real. And he didn't call out artists' names and most of them don't do that. They don't do that. But still, both of them guys there, sir, he got a good quality studio too. Bino can vouch for that. I love Serge and I love this, so I'm just glad y'all was rocking with me, man, on my live. I hope I brought a positive message to you. I hope they gave y'all great insight for life, on what you're going to do and how you're going to do it and what not to do, the do's and don'ts of this. So I'm glad y'all, came. Thanks. This is Paige T. Clean. I'm signing off. Make sure y'all hit that like, sub, and share, subscribe to if you want to. You ain't got to. You can just watch the video. I don't, if you want to, you ain't got to. Go ahead. Well, I'm finna get ready to sign off and go be with my husband. I'm so glad y'all came and watched me and watched them. And I'm gonna start that wake up show again. I'm gonna start this South Memphis wake up show. Yeah, for sure. Uh, Peace out. And remember, focus on you, not others. And please stay the hell out the bullshit.